if I see a skinny girl in a nice outfit, suddenly I need to work out more and I need to go shopping. Instagram shows me what I don't have, which is so messed up. And it causes me a lot of anxiety. And I liked that feeling of peace that I had when I didn't have Instagram on my phone and when I wasn't looking at stuff on Instagram. I liked just feeling happy with my own life and not needing. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am so excited to be starting this video. Excited and nervous. We are going to be doing a digital detox, a social media detox today. This is going to be the first part of the video where I'm starting the detox, letting you guys know why, letting you guys know what I'm detoxing, and just how I'm basically going to go about it. In the second half of the video, we will talk about how it went. So I am starting this live on camera. I have no idea how it is going to go, but I think it's going to be wonderful and I am overall very excited. If you're new to my channel, my name is Zoe. I'm 24 years old and I live in Montreal. I work as a software consultant and I love making videos about work, about personal finance, and just overall bettering ourselves, reducing our anxiety, and living a life that makes us happy. And sometimes, let's face it, social media doesn't make us that happy. We kind of think that it will and we think that it does, but a lot of the time social media can make us more anxious, more depressed, less productive, and just overall feeling FOMO, feeling sad, feeling all kinds of negative emotions. At least I know that that is definitely the case for me. I get a lot of anxiety because of Instagram, because of wasting time on TikTok, and a friend of mine actually gave me this book. This is the book here. It is called Digital Minimalism, and he recommended that I give it a read, and this book really inspired me. This book inspired me to make this video documenting a social media detox, which is something I have never done before. So please subscribe if you are new to my channel and give this video a thumbs up because it really supports my channel. It helps the algorithm and lets me know that you guys like videos like this. As usual, it is always my goal to be super honest and transparent with you guys. I'm a bit of an oversharer and I tend to get a little bit vulnerable on camera. So we're just gonna be going into like the depths of why I wanna do this, why I recommend you guys do it, and we'll see how it goes at the end. But without further ado, let's get into why am I doing this digital detox. So the truth is, over the last few months, I have been feeling extremely anxious, extremely depressed, and just not like myself. I haven't been feeling happy and in all areas of my life. I've been feeling sad, I've been crying a lot. Those of you who watch my vlogs, you know that to be true. And I just been having this feeling lately that I need to take charge of my life again. I've been wasting a lot of time on Instagram. I've been wasting so much time on TikTok. And I just feel like social media has not been enhancing my life. Now, keeping YouTube out of that because YouTube is a hobby for me and YouTube is a very positive place for me. But the big two here are Instagram and TikTok that are the killers of time, the killers of productivity, and a lot of times the killer of my mood. I will go onto Instagram and I will see pictures of happy couples, people having babies, you know, friends hanging out, friends who live in other countries that aren't in lockdown. And I just end up with these feelings of FOMO, of anxiety, and just of feeling like my life itself isn't good enough and constantly comparing myself to others. Now, every year, for the past, I want to say 5 years, I have deleted Instagram for at least a month, once or twice a year. I used to do this when I was in university when I needed to focus on finals. I would always delete Instagram, and I would often do it in the 40 days leading up to Easter, the period that is Lent. I would delete Instagram. Now, I haven't done that for a while, and I just think that it is really time that I change my relationship specifically with Instagram because it is just out of control. I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to this where you'll be scrolling on Instagram, you're not even really looking, and you close it because you think, okay, there's nothing here. And without even meaning to, your thumb just ends up tapping back on that icon and you're like, how did I get back here? And so you're flooded with pictures of beautiful girls, of pretty guys, of skinny people, of just whatever it is that consumes your Instagram screen. You're suddenly just flooded with that. And the effect that it has on our brain is not good. The next big one here is TikTok. I will be working away, and whenever I get like a bit sidetracked or I need a break, I go on TikTok and my break becomes from 5 minutes to 25 minutes. And it's just such a killer of productivity. It makes my work days longer than they need to be. And I'm honestly just sick of it. Like with lockdown, sitting in the house, scrolling on TikTok, it's not adding to my life and I need to stop. So So overall, the big why for why I'm doing this, what I really want to take away, and what we'll see at the end of the video if, you know, that comes true, I want to feel more self-confidence. There you go, Mags. Oh my gosh, she's just destroying this ball. Hey, let's not eat all of that fluff, eh? So the things I really want to take away from this challenge, I want to feel more self-confident. I want to feel happier with my own life. I want to reduce my anxiety. I want to reduce my depression, or hopefully get rid of it altogether. And I just want to feel happier. The other thing is I want to feel more productive. When I sit down to work and I have to put in my 8-hour day, I want to get my 8 hours in 8 hours. I don't want it to take longer than it needs to. I want to have more time to work on myself, to relax, to work on my YouTube, to play with my dog, to train my dog, just to do things that actually add value in my life, rather than stressing out about not having enough time because I wasted it all on TikTok. So if you're watching this video, pause it right now and comment down below, what would be your #1 purpose in doing a digital detox or a social media detox? Is it to get rid of FOMO? Is it to be more productive? Is it something else? Let me know in the comments what your reason for doing a digital detox would be. I would love to know. Okay, so now I want to transition into talking about what is out. So what am I going to be abolishing for the month? Let's start. So I'm gonna do a screen recording so you guys can see me actually delete the apps. So I'm not deactivating my accounts. I'm not doing anything like that. I am just going to delete the app from my phone. Okay, so let's start with the easy ones. Twitter, I never use Twitter. Like, I have an account, I think I tweeted one thing once. So I'm just gonna go ahead and delete the Twitter app. Oopsies. Delete app. Delete. For some reason, I still have Snapchat. I didn't even know I still had that. So let's get rid of Snapchat. I never use Snapchat. We're gonna delete LinkedIn. LinkedIn is so toxic, I find. I personally really hate LinkedIn, and I'm like a career girl. Like, I have a job and I'm all for promoting career and all of that, but LinkedIn is literally just like a flexathon. Like, it's just people being like so boasting, I find. I personally hate it. Anytime I log into LinkedIn, I'm suddenly unsatisfied with my career. I think I'm not far enough along. Like, it's just silly. I don't like LinkedIn. So the good, it's gone. Okay, we all know Facebook. I'm going to be deleting Facebook. Now, Facebook serves one valuable purpose to me, which is Facebook Marketplace. Sometimes I like to sell stuff on Facebook or give it away. So we'll talk about my workaround for that, but Facebook is off my phone. I don't have, I think, a really negative relationship with Facebook, but it's definitely just like a time killer. Like, I'll just be mindlessly scrolling and I'm like, oh my God, who even is this person? I met you like 12 years ago. So we don't need that anymore. Okay, so I gave Maggie a stick so that she would leave us alone. TikTok, I don't have a bad relationship. It doesn't give me like FOMO or like negative body image issues. It's just a big waste of time. Like, I'll be working, like I said, to aim to take a 5-minute break, and I've just wasted 30 minutes scrolling on TikTok. So I'm sad about this one. I'm gonna miss it. I like to be in on the TikTok jokes, but we're deleting TikTok. Okay, next I'm going to delete Facebook Messenger because I just don't need it, and it can be a waste of time. And last is the big one, the most toxic one, Instagram. Instagram can make me feel happy and can make me feel connected. I talk with my friends, I post pictures of my dog, you know, I talk to family. And then all of a sudden, it just gives you this weird feeling in your gut. It gives you anxiety, you're wasting time on it. And I just don't need it anymore. So obviously, you know, I'm a growing wannabe YouTuber, whatever you want to call it. Instagram kind of is part of the territory, I feel like, so it feels weird to be deleting it, and I'm going to have to come back with a more realistic plan of how am I going to manage YouTube in the future. So I'm going to need to come back with a plan of how am I going to manage Instagram in the future in a way that's healthy for me, but also supports growing my YouTube channel. But for now, we're detoxing, we're deleting Instagram. So that's pretty much everything from my phone that needs to be deleted. If you have games on your phone that you feel like you waste a lot of time with, get rid of them. If you have any app that you just mindlessly scroll on, I recommend getting rid of it. Whatever I got rid of doesn't need to be what you get rid of, but I just think it takes a little bit of self-reflection, which I've done before this and while reading that book, to think, okay, what do I need to get rid of? What do I have an unhealthy relationship with? What do I want to see if I can live without for a month and maybe never even get it back, right? Like Snapchat, I forgot that I even had it. I don't even need it on my phone anymore. Okay, one more thing that I forgot about. I'm going to delete the YouTube app and the YouTube Studio from my phone. So I sometimes get obsessed with like checking my comments, checking my views, checking my subscriber count. So delete that. We can do it from the computer. And it's less easy to be obsessive on the computer. And I'm going to delete the YouTube app itself so that I can't be checking my views and stuff on there. So delete. So I'm still allowed to check my views. I'm still allowed to watch YouTube videos because I do feel like I have a healthy relationship with YouTube. I love YouTube. It's something that makes me very happy. So I'm going to be keeping that, but getting it off my phone so that when I'm working, when I'm sitting down relaxing, I can focus on one thing at a time and stop with this like brain going in a million directions, never really focusing on anything, and really be present. Really. You want to go down? Okay, the last thing I would recommend getting rid of is dating apps. I don't actually have them on my phone right now, but dating apps can be so addictive for two reasons. One, we can just swipe endlessly when we're bored, looking at people's profiles. It's just something to do when you're watching TV. The other thing is when we strike up a conversation with someone, we can become obsessive about seeing if they responded, what did they say, obsessively talking to people. I know I've done both of those and I know it's not very healthy. So part of this digital detox is really focusing on myself. So not being on dating apps, not talking to anyone is really important for me. Side note, I'm also doing a dating detox. So I'm going to be doing a video about that separately, but whether or not you want to do a long-term dating detox, I do think getting rid of dating apps for your digital detox is going to be really important. So if you look at your screen time on your phone, you will see how much time you spend on each app. I know that some days I spend up to 3 hours on Instagram, which is insane. So now you're gonna have 3 hours of extra time and you need to be ready to fill that with something. That is what I'm most excited about. So I really recommend you decide in advance what you wanna fill your time with. This can be anything. For me, I'm gonna be learning to code. I'm also gonna be focusing more on my job, on YouTube, as well as on my dog. You can focus more on your friends. There's so many things that you can bring in when you get rid of these technologies that can consume our lives. So I really recommend you do some reflection before you start and think about, what do I want to bring in by getting rid of all of this wasted time? What can I bring into my life? And set that as an intention at the beginning of your digital detox so that you can really spend that time mindfully and make the most of this time. All right, you guys, I think that is a wrap on the first half of this video. I will see you guys on the flip side of the detox and hopefully it goes well. You guys will find out in a second. I will find out in 30 days. Talk to you then. Well, hello. Okay, we're back. It's been more than a month and I look completely different. This is what happens when you do a digital detox. You come back with a very mature haircut. No, I'm kidding. It's been over a month and I'll just jump straight to the point. The detox felt so good that I just made it last longer than a month. And now I've been back on social media for, I wanna say, a week. So I feel like I have a good grasp and a good wrap up of this whole experience to share with you guys. Before I do the wrap up, I want to thank the sponsor of this video. The sponsor is DataCamp. I think DataCamp is an awesome way for you guys to spend your social media detox, right? We're taking something out, so why not add something in that actually is going to help you and enhance your life and enhance your career. So DataCamp is super awesome because you can take classes from Excel to SQL, everything you need to know depending on your job level or depending on the kind of job you are looking to get, you can learn on DataCamp. And with a subscription, you get access to all of the classes in the registry, so you can cram or you can take your time and space everything out. Data is something that is so in demand for any job that you're applying to, especially I know a lot of you guys are interested in consulting. That is something that we are always looking for in this field. It's something that I personally need to improve on, which is why I love DataCamp so much. So with Data Camp, you can learn all kinds of data skills ranging from Excel to SQL. You can learn how to read and interpret data as well as how to visualize it. All of these things are skills that are absolutely critical in today's workforce. When you're looking for a job, these are things that are going to help you stand out from everybody else. The job market is so competitive right now because of COVID. So I think these are skills that are really going to help your resume get noticed and help you land those interviews. On the screen here, you guys can see an example of the Intro to SQL course. And if you use my code down below, you can actually get the first chapter of each course for free. Let me know if you do it and let me know what classes you take. I would love to know so that I myself can do them. And without further ado, thank you again to Data Camp for sponsoring this video, and let's get back to it. Okay. I have my pen, hi. So I have my notes for what I want to talk about to wrap up this video. I realize it's probably getting a little bit long. Hi, Maggie. So my initial thoughts. Well, the first thing that kind of sums up doing a digital detox is it's not life-changing. You don't become a new person. You might get a new haircut, but you're not completely different. It's not that drastic, to be honest. And the main thing is, what I felt is, you don't even feel the difference without these social medias. Like, for 1 second, I messed that up. I did not miss Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube on my phone. I did not miss any of that for 1 second. And that's crazy, right? Because so many of us were afraid to disconnect. We're afraid to delete these apps from our phones and remove them from our lives because of the fear of missing out, right? But let me tell you guys, you are not missing out on anything. I felt like I was able to just focus on myself and on the things that mattered to me, and we'll talk about that later. But I didn't even feel their absence. It's so crazy. Something that consumes hours of your day, every single day, you don't even feel its absence. So what did I gain by removing social media from my life? The number one thing I gained was time. I gained time and I gained productivity and I gained focus. I feel like in this last month, I was able to focus on myself and on my career more than I have in a very long time. I feel like I was able to not only get more done while I was sitting down for work, but actually just work more efficiently and work better and enjoy my work more when I wasn't distracted by going on my phone every few minutes, every 20 minutes, or, you know, when I'm not talking on a call or when a subject doesn't apply to me, tempted to go on Instagram and completely disconnect. And I really feel like I made bigger strides, especially in my career, than I have so far. And that's only in 1 month, right? And that's just by removing social media. And of course, there can be other factors that played into that, like someone I worked with went on paternity leave, so I had to step up, right? There's other factors, but really, I just suddenly had more time and I suddenly had to put my focus on something other than social media, and it really paid off. I also just gained more time to read books, which is I love reading, and so that was really awesome. More time to journal, more time to do those things that a lot of us say, oh, I should read more, I should journal, I still should meditate, and I don't yet. But I just gained extra time and I was able to focus, and it just felt really, really good. Now let's talk about what I lost, because obviously by removing things, you do lose out on something. To be completely honest, I don't feel like I lost anything from deleting Instagram. Even like DMs and stuff, like, didn't miss it. You know, I felt, this is gonna sound so bad, but like, I had friends tell me, oh, it's weird not seeing you on Instagram, but I didn't miss not seeing them. And that's not because I'm like, oh, I hate them and I didn't miss them, but it's because if I wanted to talk to them, I just pick up the phone and call them and FaceTime them, rather than needing to get their updates from Instagram. So in that sense, I don't feel like I lost out on anything. The only thing that I really feel like something I lost is TikTok. I felt like I was not one of the cool kids anymore, and I felt like I was no longer in the loop of what's trendy. Now, I'm really weird, and I pride myself on being Gen Z, and I'm like the millennial boomer who like wants to be Gen Z, but technically I was born in the right year for being Gen Z. Anyways, I just really liked TikTok because it made me feel young, and it made me feel, like I said, it made me feel trendy. It made me feel like I knew what was going on, and without TikTok, I don't get that. Now, What I gain from not having TikTok on my phone, all that time, all of that not getting sucked into a rabbit hole, is that worth not being trendy and not feeling young? 1000%. So announcement, I am no longer gonna be on TikTok. No more TikTok. My dog's chewing something. I have made the decision not to put TikTok back on my phone, and yeah, it sucks not knowing the trends, but it's really great not getting sucked into these 30-minute rabbit holes on TikTok, not losing sleep because I'm like, oh my God, where did the time go? I've been scrolling for so long. Okay, so I want to talk about Instagram because as I'm filming this, I did get Instagram back. And to be honest, I had a lot of anxiety when it came to putting Instagram back on my phone for so many reasons. One, Instagram is a huge time waster for me. I mindlessly scroll on Instagram all the time. My thumbs just manage to magically bring me onto Instagram whenever I don't know what to do with my hands. Suddenly Instagram is open on my phone. And so I know that that's a very bad habit, and I was anxious to start up that habit again because it's honestly like an addiction. It's like a nervous tick that I like open up Instagram. The second thing is Instagram brings me a lot of fear of missing out and anxiety, and it makes me want to shop. Like, it has a lot of negative effects on my life, especially for me as like an easily influenced person. If I see a skinny girl in a nice outfit, suddenly I need to work out more and I need to go shopping. If I see a picture of a bunch of happy friends, suddenly I don't have enough friends, right? Instagram shows me what I don't have, which is so messed up. And it causes me a lot of anxiety. And I liked that feeling of peace that I had when I didn't have Instagram on my phone and when I wasn't looking at stuff on Instagram. I liked just feeling happy with my own life and not needing to post pictures to prove that I was living life to other people, and not seeing other people's posts when I'm not in the mood or in the right headspace to receive that information. The other thing with Instagram is it's become a place of activism, and it's become a source of news. And so there can be a lot of things that if you're not in the right headspace to see, can be very disturbing and can cause anxiety. And, you know, if you're not in the right headspace to read the news or to read headlines, or, you know, I'm thinking back to this summer when there was the explosion in Lebanon. Over and over and over again, I saw this explosion going off on my Instagram feed, where Instagram for me is a place to go to disconnect. So not being able to control the information that's being thrown at you can be very damaging. And for me, it causes a lot of anxiety. So I was really stressed about getting Instagram back, and that's why I waited longer than a month. I didn't feel the need to get it back. When I finally did get it back, it took 2 seconds for me to catch up on my DMs. It took me, you know, a minute to upload the picture I wanted to upload. And then I was bored. I was like, I don't care to see what other people posted. I went a month without doing it. I don't care anymore. And I don't care to look at people's stories. So at first I was like, all right, get me off this app. Then throughout the day, my thumbs were again bringing that app back, and I was right back in that old habit of mindlessly scrolling. I had a moment where I clicked in and I was looking at someone's Instagram story, and this has nothing to do with them because my Instagram stories are probably the same, but I just looked at it and I was like, this is shit, this is garbage, I don't care, I don't need to see this. So I deleted the app again. So my thing going forward with Instagram is that I am going to get the app when I feel like it, post whatever I want, and then just delete it, because I don't care to see Instagram stories anymore. I don't really care to see posts, and that's just for now what's going to be the best way for me to live my life going forward. So no more TikTok, Instagram at a very infrequent level, and the other social medias. So I think I talked about LinkedIn, Twitter. Who cares about them? Goodbye. Facebook, goodbye. Only on my computer to use Marketplace because I love selling stuff. And what are the other social medias? Oh, Clubhouse. So I did get Clubhouse about a week ago. To be honest, I'm not that into it. I think I would like to get more into it because it could be a cool platform to integrate with YouTube, but it's definitely not a time sucker for now. So Clubhouse is not an issue. And I think that's all the social medias, unless I'm forgetting something. But that's pretty much it. That was my experience with the detox. I hope it was helpful, and I hope it inspired you guys to perhaps do your own social media detox. So let me know down below, would you ever consider doing a social media detox? Have you ever done a social media detox, and what were your experiences with it? I wanna know in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like I said, I hope it was helpful, entertaining, something above all of the above. What? I gotta go. I don't know, I can't talk anymore. Anyways, love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.